Welcome back to the Legal Brief, the show where we crush the various legal myths and misinformation surrounding various areas of the gun world. I'm your host, Adam Kraut, and today we're heading over to the Steel City to take a look at several new gun control ordinances announced last week. SB Tactical, the originator of the pistol stabilizing brace, set the bar for innovation and product development in the PDW pistol category. From the insanely popular SB-M4 to the adjustable SB-A3 and even kits for pump-action firearms, SB Tactical braces are available for a wide variety of firearm platforms in fixed, adjustable, and side-folding models. To get 15% off your legally transported and carried pistol braces, use the code TGC15 over at sb-tactical.com. Last week, Pittsburgh Mayor William Peduto joined City Council members Corey O'Connor and Erica Strausberger, along with Pennsylvania Governor Wolf, to unveil 3 new gun control measures that are scheduled to be introduced as this is being filmed. As you may have expected, these proposals are seemingly in response to the Tree of Life synagogue shooting in late October, which brings us to the question, what is being proposed? First up is a proposed ban on assault weapons.
That figures.
And this would be a ban on the ability to manufacture, sell, purchase, transport, carry, store, or otherwise hold in one's possession within the city of Pittsburgh an assault weapon. Keeping with other versions passed or proposed by other governmental bodies, the term assault weapon is defined as a selective-fire firearm capable of fully automatic, semi-automatic, or burst fire at the option of the user, or a firearm that has the ability to accept a large capacity magazine. More on that one in a moment. It also lists a variety of firearms by name, such as the Colt AR-15, AK-47s, and the always ever popular Iver Johnson Enforcer Model 3000. No, I didn't make that one up. Additionally, any rifle not specifically named that is semi-automatic has the ability to accept a detachable magazine and has 2 of the following, such as a folding or telescoping stock, a pistol grip that protrudes conspicuously beneath the action of the weapon, a bayonet mount, a flash suppressor or a threaded barrel designed to accommodate a flash suppressor, and a grenade launcher also makes that list. Don't worry, they didn't forget to add pistols or shotguns to the madness either. Pistols that accept detachable magazines and have at least 2 of the following features also make that list. Those features include an ammunition magazine that attaches to the pistol outside of the pistol grip, a threaded barrel capable of accepting a barrel extender, flash suppressor, forward hand grip or silencer, a shroud that's completely attached to or partially or completely encircles the barrel and that permits the shooter to hold the firearm with the non-trigger hand without being burned, a manufactured weight of 50 ounces or more when the pistol is unloaded, and a semi-automatic version of an automatic firearm. Lastly, semi-automatic shotguns that have at least 2 of the following features: a folding or telescoping stock, a pistol grip that protrudes conspicuously beneath the action of the weapon, a fixed magazine capacity in excess of 5 rounds, and an ability to accept a detachable magazine are also covered by that term. Now, remember when I mentioned the phrase large capacity magazine? Yeah, they define that one to be a firearm magazine, belt, drum, feed strip, or similar device that has the capacity of or can be readily restored or converted to accept more than 10 rounds of ammunition. I guess being able to count past 10 puts it into the "that's a big number" category and makes it ultra scary. The same proposal seeks to ban the ability of citizens to carry a firearm for their own protection. Quote, "No person shall carry in any vehicle or concealed or unconcealed on or about their person except when on their land or in their abode or fixed place of business, any firearm," end quote. Lastly, the proposal would require anyone purchasing or receiving ammunition to produce photo ID prior to receiving it and prohibit the transfer of ammunition to anyone under the age of 18. The second proposal would place a prohibition on the ability of a person to manufacture, sell, purchase, transport, carry, store, or otherwise hold in their possession within the city of Pittsburgh certain firearm accessories, ammunition, and modifications. For instance, if you have a semi-automatic center-fire rifle that doesn't have a fixed magazine, you better not have a thumbhole stock on it. Have a semi-automatic pistol that doesn't have a fixed magazine but has a threaded barrel? Can't have that one either. And forget about having one of those Cry 612 shotguns. No shotguns with revolving barrels would be permissible either. To see the full list, check out the link down in the description. Ammunition would also be subject to more restrictions. The usual suspects like armor-piercing and 50 BMG ammo also make this list. Lastly, this one would also prohibit firearms with the following modifications: binary triggers, bump stocks, multi-burst trigger activators, rapid-fire devices, semi-automatic modification, silencers, and trigger cranks. I'm pretty sure they copied somebody else's homework when they were writing this one. The last proposal would implement extreme risk protection orders, or ERPOs. Since we've covered that in depth in a lot of other episodes, we're not going to dive into the weeds on that one, as it generally follows the same format. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But Adam! How's this any different than a lot of other stuff that's being proposed nationwide? Truth be told, it really isn't. However, there is an important battle shaping up. You see, Pennsylvania has had a preemption statute on the books for years, and that's where this battle is going to happen. Essentially, preemption prevents local government from creating their own rules that conflict with state law. If Pittsburgh is successful in implementing these proposals, it will embolden other municipalities to do the same. The whole point of preemption is to create uniformity throughout the state so that a person doesn't have to navigate a minefield of different laws depending upon where they are. On top of that, courts in PA and even federal courts have upheld Pennsylvania's preemption law in relation to attempts by Philadelphia and even Pittsburgh to do things like prohibit the possession or transfer of assault weapons, mandating lost or stolen firearms to be reported, and even limiting handgun purchases to 1 a month. I mean, who do they think they are, Chicago?
Good luck with that.
Firearm Owners Against Crime, Pennsylvania's premier gun rights group, along with the Allegheny County Sportsmen's League, has already sent a letter to the city council and mayor warning them of certain litigation if they go through with this proposal.
I'm going to sue the pants off you.
The groups are also raising money to fight Pittsburgh on these illegal proposals should they actually be enacted. It's expected that groups like Ceasefire PA, Bloomberg, and other municipalities will be throwing money at any litigation that results from Pittsburgh's actions. If you're interested in helping, there's a link down in the description. That's it for this episode. If you learned anything from this show, help us out and hit that like button. Make sure you share it with your friends. Don't forget to get subscribed, and if you enjoyed the video, consider supporting us via the links down in the video description. Be sure to check out the Gun Collective podcast on iTunes, and as always, thanks for watching. I guess being able to count past 10 puts it in the...
It's an AK mag and a Glock 40.
All right. If Pittsburgh is successful in implementing these rules, the
shirts worn in today's video on the Gun Collective have been provided by Patriot Patch. Closed captions have also been brought to you by Patriot Patch Company. Be sure to click the link in the video description to check out all of their great products, including their cleaning mats.